This video will describe how to set up a table of new translations in a structural adjustment rule. And I'll begin by showing you what I mean by that. Here's a rule that converts kilograms to pounds. In the semantic representations, we always use metric units, so kilograms, kilometers, etc. And we want one rule that will change a number of kilograms to the appropriate number of pounds. So we can set up a table. And the way this works, if I rest my cursor here, we have many numbers here in the input structure, so 100, 12, 13, 1.4, etc. And they're all modifying kilograms. Then we set up new translations here. And to see this, I'll say add word. So here, 100, the number 100 is normally linked to 100. But in this rule, it will have a new translation of 220, because 100 kilograms is about 220 pounds. And the number 7 is normally linked to 7. But here, this rule will change it to 15, because 7 kilograms is about 15 pounds. And 16 will be linked to 36, 12 to 26, etc. So we set up this table, and I'll show you an example of how this rule works here in Exodus 16:16, sentence 2. So 1.4 is linked to 1.4, but now 1.4 is translated with 3. Gather about 3 pounds of bread. So we see that 1.4 was initially linked to 1.4, but the rule that we just looked at changed it from 1.4 to 3. And similarly, kilogram was linked to kilogram, but that rule that we just looked at changed it to pounds. So that's the idea. So let's turn this rule off, and we'll write our own rule. This will be triggered by adjectives. We want it triggered by the numbers. We'll give it a name, AAA. And initially we'll add the values we need. So one for the current verse. So 1.4 in kilogram. Add words. 1.4 to the noun. We'll say kilogram. And 1.4 kilograms is about 3 pounds. So let's say new translation. We'll change this to a 3. And let's use new translation again to change kilogram to pound. Okay, so this will work for the verse we're currently working on. We'll click the Generate button now. And we again see that 1.4 was changed to 3, this time by the rule that we just wrote, so 3 pounds. Now let's set up a table. If we go to Exodus 16:22, sentence 3, we have another example, 2.8 kilograms. Okay, 2.8 kilograms is about 6 pounds. So let's come back here, and we'll click on Add Words, and click on the input structure, and we'll say 2.8. Initially, this table has all of the adjectives that are in the current verse. We want to select 2.8, and click this button. So now that's added to our table. And now we click on Add Word and click on this, and we can say 2.8 will be linked to the number 6. Okay, we don't have the number 6 yet. Oh, yes, it's there. Okay, cardinal number. No. Okay, 6. So now 2.8 will be changed to 6. And we'll generate this sentence. And we see that 2.8 is now translated with 6 by that rule that we just modified, and kilograms was changed to pounds. Let's do one more. If we go to Exodus 25:39, sentence 1, use 34 kilograms of pure gold. Okay, 34 kilograms is roughly 75 pounds. So let's come back here. We'll click on Add Words, and we'll add 34 to the input structure. And now we'll say Add Word, and 34 kilograms is about 75 pounds. So we'll select 75. And now that same rule will work here. Use 75 pounds. So that's how you set up a table. But we don't want to discover these instances of kilograms as we go verse by verse. We want to find them in advance. And the way you can do that, we'll open our rule, and you can click on Add Words, and again click here in the input structure. And initially this is always set to the current verse. So here are the adjectives in the current verse that aren't yet selected. But there's this option called Search Text. So now this input structure from the rule was copied here, but the adjective was left blank because this is an adjective rule. So we can search, if you want, you can search multiple texts, and this will search Genesis and Exodus, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, etc. For this video, we're only going to search Genesis and Exodus up through Exodus 25:40. So it'll search for this structure and find all the adjectives that modify kilogram. So here are the adjectives that modify kilogram, and we can select all of them, put them down in this table, and now they're all added to the input structure. Now we can say Add Word, click on the output structure, and they're all available now. So what's one? Okay, so 12 kilograms is about 26 pounds. So let's select the number 26. We don't have the number 26. Let's say New Word, 26. That's a cardinal number. And we can say Add Row again. And we'll select one that hasn't been done yet. 16 hasn't been done yet. 16 kilograms is about 36 pounds. So select the number 36. And we'll do one more. Select a value that hasn't been done yet. For example, okay, 5. 5 kilograms is about 11 pounds. So select 11. So we can build our table. And now this one structure in this one rule will convert all of the occurrences of some number of kilograms. It will convert it to the appropriate number of pounds.